Hey guys, hey, welcome in. Today this is actually the next. We started doing this yesterday. It's gonna be a series of Facebook Live and YouTube Live talking about Facebook advertising objectives. Now, if you miss the session yesterday, the replay is already available on YouTube and Facebook. Feel free to go and take a look. And for those who are watching this live, thank you for tuning in. And I believe a lot of people actually watched the replay. If you're new to me, if you're new to this channel, okay, my name is Jason from Tribe Academy. So what we do is we help businesses grow digitally with Facebook advertising and digital marketing techniques. So for the past 10 years, I've been helping brands, big and small, leveraging on Facebook advertising and digital marketing to navigate success. So since 2016, I've put together whatever I've learned, and we actually been conducting trainings and classes online and offline. Up to now, I've already learned with over 4,000 people from all around the world. So basically, the whole idea here is, I want to actually create short live sessions to tackle topics that concerns people about Facebook advertising. As you probably know, when it comes to Facebook advertising, it is actually a topic that actually kind of like scary to certain people because, first of all, to a lot of people, the back end is very, very complicated. And then the second thing is, it is money at stake, you see. So a lot of people kind of like feel it's really, really scary because you're actually putting your money into it. So the reason why I do this series of videos is actually to help you navigate, as in like, at least what I want to do here is I wish to give you one key knowledge at a point. So this kind of live session is usually very, very short. So what we're going to discuss today is, how to use Facebook awareness Facebook ads objective. Let me bring up my screen, you see. But when it comes to Facebook advertising objective, fundamentally, there are actually 11 objectives. But okay, if you are in a way, there are still a lot of people that are still using what do we call the boost post feature. So fundamentally, what I'm actually advocating here is that boost post is, I cannot say boost post is useless. To be frank, like I always emphasize, you see, if boost post is that useless, Facebook wouldn't be still keeping it there for, up to now. If it's that useless, they should have gotten rid of it long time ago. It is useful, but you need to learn how to use it right. So in this series, I really want to help you understand the key feature. Like for example, over here, right, as you can see on the screen right now, this is the right way to start advertising on Facebook. You should be actually coming. This is what we call the Facebook Ads Manager. To a lot of people, this is something that is new. It's okay. You can just type Facebook Ads Manager, on Google and all this kind of thing. They will bring you to this screen. So every Facebook profile is actually comes together with a Facebook Ads Manager. It's whether you activate it or not. If you have activated it, basically you have an ad manager that is linked to your personal profile. But don't worry, you see, this is one thing that I want to help you understand. Whatever you are doing in your Facebook Ads Manager and whatever you are doing in your Facebook pages has got nothing to do with your Facebook profile. A lot of people came to me and said that, Jason, I'm concerned. I'm afraid to post on my page because I worry that my friend will see it because I don't want this to associate. To be frank, everything you do on the advertising side and the business pages side has got nothing to do with your profile. People don't know that you are the one who is behind it, you see. So this is where you should start advertising on Facebook. So basically, Facebook breaks the Facebook ads objective into three main categories, as you can see. Over here, we have awareness, and then we have consideration, and we have conversion. Now, today, we're going to talk about awareness. Now, this is how Facebook breaks the process into. Okay, this is what Facebook believes. Now, awareness objective are supposed to help you gather awareness among these people, and then consideration objective are supposed to help you help your audience consider, as in like when you're running advertisement, and the conversion objective are supposed to actually come out and help you convert. Now, this is what happened. Usually whenever I have classes, right, you have no idea how much I miss my physical classes where I actually get to interact with you face to face. We used to run big and small classes. Like there was a time where we were conducting this class with one of a bigger corporation. We had about 400, sorry, it's not that many. We have about 200 people in the house. So basically when we show these, right, everybody loved brand awareness objective because to them, this is something that, okay, brand awareness means I want to get people to know me first before they make decision. So this is what a lot of people believe. That's why when they start with the brand awareness objective, they find it, okay, what am I getting? I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anywhere. So this is the challenge that a lot of Facebook advertisers face. This is something that I want to put forth to you. Although Facebook arranged it in that way, saying that you have to start with brand awareness, consideration, and conversion, not necessarily you have to follow as what they say. Okay, so basically, what you really need to do is you want to understand what is brand awareness for. Now, how to understand an objective, how to understand what is it optimized for, is very simple. Okay, you just need to choose that particular objective. Let's say we choose brand awareness. All right, when we choose brand awareness, it will actually task you whether you want to name your campaign, how you want to name a campaign, whether you want to run an A/B split test. I'm not going to do this part, right? I'm just going to go over. So when you go over to the ad set level, okay, so this is where you will look for one thing, which is you look for optimization. I'm not going through all this because we're not teaching this. Now you need to look for this thing. It's called optimization for ad delivery. Now mouse over to this little eye icon there. Let's read what Facebook tells you about. So this is where you choose the event you want to optimize for in your ad set, okay? And then you select, your selection affects who sees your ad to guide you the desired outcome. Exactly the thing I've been advocating. I actually talked very detailed about this thing yesterday. When you are choosing an objective, you're actually defining what audience, who are the people that are likely to see your advertisement more frequently. This validates the point that I was actually trying to tell you, because although you are grouping into, let's say, for example, you zoom into this 1,000 people, I mean, refer back to my video yesterday, right? So although you know that these are the 1,000 people that you want to reach, right? These 1,000 people are broken into different segments. This is what we call the behavior groups or action groups. Like for example, right? Somebody are very much into clicking. Somebody are very much into watching videos. Somebody are very much into liking, posting, and all that, right? So when you're choosing an objective, Facebook will look for those people who are more likely to do what you're looking, and they will see your ads more frequently. So this is ad recall lift. Now let's try to understand ad recall lift. Okay, break it over. I already opened up a tab for you, so I just want to quickly help you read this. You see Facebook highlighted it in yellow color for you. So wait, where was the highlight? Okay, let's take a look at this highlighted one. You can't see highlight, let me highlight for you. So it says, an estimate of the number of additional people who remember seeing your ad if asked within 2 days. This metric is only available for ad sets that are part of brand awareness, post engagement, and video views objective. So basically, when you are going for brand awareness objective, okay, the metric that is being measured is how many people remembers your advertisement if they are being asked 2 days after seeing your advertisement. Well, I totally get it. You know, a lot of people just don't understand. Exactly. When you don't understand one thing, why are you using it? Okay. So basically, okay, this is an advertisement that is not going for specific action. It is actually awareness-based reach. I mean, it's not going after a set of action. It is purely awareness-based objective. So basically, when you're running this advertisement, you shouldn't measure the success by the number of clicks that you're getting, by the number of engagement that you're getting, by the number of conversions that you're getting. So put it this way, very simple. If you put up this ad, if the outcome that you want to achieve, if the thing that you want people to do, if the thing that you want to achieve, you want to get to your benefit is to get people to click, for example, you need to select the right objective, not brand awareness. So how do we use brand awareness? Now, when it comes to brand awareness, it's actually very subjective, but this is what I recommend. If your business needs instant outcome, as in like, you know, I don't have a lot of money to spend. When I run advertisement, I want to get result coming in right away, whether is it a phone number coming in, whether it's clicks coming to my website, things that you want instant result coming in, don't use this thing. Okay, so you're not supposed to use these things. So, but essentially how to use brand awareness, I won't be able to break it down to you because this is a very short one. But what I tell you here is that you don't use brand awareness if you need instant action. Pop, 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 you want things happen right now, don't use brand awareness because this is really not suitable. This is really for nurturing, you know, to build brand awareness. Put it this way, brand awareness is really something that goes long term. So this is not for you. Now, the next objective that falls under awareness objective is what we call the reach objective. Let me click it in. Now, reach objective is a very unique objective. This is the only objective that you can actually control the number of times people see your advertisement. So basically, you can actually go for maximum amount. Let's say, for example, let me click that in. Same thing, right? After you choose objective, you want to go to the ad set level to look at what are the things that you can control. Let's go in there. Okay, now we go in. Okay, so basically, look what it says. It says reach, right? So you can actually click on this, and what is the control over here? Basically reach objective. Hang on. Okay. Right. Reach objective is actually an objective that allows you to choose how many times you want your advertisement to appear. Let me see. This is reach. Okay. Right. Option over here. You can actually set the frequency cap, which means how many times you want your people to see within how many days. The control is up to 90 days. Say, for example, if you want to make sure that these people see your advertisement as many times as possible, you can actually go for maybe like, 5 times every 1 day. That is something that is possible, but of course you need to control. However, remember, this is also a non-action based objective. If you want to say, like, for example, I say, if you want to get clicks, if you want people to go over to your website and all this kind of thing, if you want to get instant result, if you want leads, phone numbers and all that, this is not supposed to be the objective that you are choosing. So when it comes to reach objective, let me tell you the benefit, pros and cons of it. Now, the pro of it is that historically, this is based on the so-called experience that we have gathered so far. If you are going for reach objective, okay, naturally, the CPM, the cost per 1,000 impression, is naturally so much lower compared to other objectives. So that's the first thing. So in a way, right, you're actually paying lesser to reach people, right? So what you want to think about reach objective is you have to actually think of reach objective as of you're actually distributing flyer. So it's really, if you compare distributing this to distributing flyer, it is so much cheaper to reach people, using this reach objective. However, you have to think back as in how you actually use to distribute flyer, right? When you're distributing flyer, you're only getting awareness out there. You're actually trying to give your flyer to everyone. You're not trying to target any specific group of people because it is not going after a certain action group or behavior group. So when you're distributing flyer, chances are you distribute 1,000 flyer, you probably get 5 or 7 or, I don't know how many people that may come back to you, and eventually it may not be really the kind of outcome that you're looking for. So that's the whole idea. So basically, reach objective is kind of tricky. I like to use it at certain scenario, okay? And basically, when you want to use this, think this is like distributing flyer, okay? You may get very good reach, but in terms of outcome that you're getting, in terms of the click that you're getting, and all this kind of thing may not be as good as you desire. So this is how we actually use the awareness objective. As I say, remember, awareness objective are non-action based objective. It is not trying to help you get a specific set of actions per se. Okay, so this is how I actually want to wrap up in terms of what are the things that you can do with this brand awareness, or so-called the awareness Facebook ads objective. We have brand awareness, which we already discussed just now, and we have reach. So how many of you have used any one of these two objectives before? You can actually comment and ask me questions and all that. I hope you actually learned something useful for you right now, especially if you're using these two objectives, right? You can actually match it back to whatever outcome that you're getting. Like I say, you may not be getting the real click or so-called leads or something like that coming from this one. However, your reach could be good. So you need to understand what is the measurement, or how do you measure success of using the objective that you're selecting. So I hope you learned something very useful. In fact, I have so much more that I want to share with you, and I really want to introduce you to our 6-day challenge. But let me bring up the screen. Basically, 2 days ago, on the Merdeka Day, I just launched a 6-day Facebook ads challenge, which is, the whole idea is I want to spend 6 days with you where you're able to come over and watch over my shoulder and see how I do Facebook ads. So in 6 days, it's actually starting on, you'll start on the 7th of September. Every day, I will come on live in the private Facebook group that we are in. I will teach you one key thing. And the beauty of it is this. First, You have a community that is really there to work with you, to learn with you. Because these are really like-minded people. We are not talking about those people coming from Malaysia, you see. We have people coming in from Indonesia, Cambodia, Philippines, and we have Singapore and all these people coming in. This is where we actually learn even to look at how other market is really doing. So when I teach, basically, after I teach, you need to go back and do your homework. So this is really watching over my shoulder how I actually walk through every single thing inside Facebook Ads Manager. So you will get one key learning per day, okay? And I will walk you through how I actually build your two-step funnel. For those who don't understand, you probably want to dig back my old video to understand how I built the two-step funnel, because fundamentally, my methodology is when you're running advertisement on Facebook, you need to have two ads running simultaneously. One is to go out to target your core audience, to tell them about what you do. Now, when they take an action, let's say people who have seen your ad and click, okay, this will turn them into a warm audience where you need to have another advertisement and come back and remind them about the intent that they have shown towards your business. So this is my methodology along the way. So I want to help you and teach you how to build your two-step funnel, broken down in 6 days so that you will be able to follow every single step of it. I'll give you live demonstrations, really how I do each and every one of it. I'll go deeper, especially now we're talking about objectives, right? I'll go deeper into objectives to break it down to you, to tell you what are the scenarios that you should use this, what are the scenarios that you shouldn't use certain objectives. It gives you better understanding, because eventually you might not want to look at the combinations of objectives that you need to use. Say, for example, it could be first I use traffic, then the next one I use conversion. I mean, we have a lot of success cases using this two-step funnel coming in, and I want to help you build your two-step funnel, you see. It's really exciting because if you want to go through and learn this on your own, of course you can. But when I break it down into 6 days of learning, I actually have a very well-planned guided learning for you. So this is how we actually do this, right? So what you are gonna get, very simple, I've broken it down for you. First, we're gonna set up a business manager. For those who do not have a business manager, for those who have a business manager but don't know how to use it, this part is for you. And then after that, we will talk about how to implement Facebook Pixel. If you have a website, it's okay if you don't have a website, we can still run a two-step funnel for your ads campaign. Even if you don't have a website, I'll teach you how, okay? And then I will talk about the traffic versus conversion. Basically, not just traffic versus conversion. We will talk about, we will touch base about all of the Facebook ads objectives. Basically, I will even give you some combinations that you can consider using, like traffic versus conversion, and then lead generation versus messenger, how to use them, and all this. I'll give you examples eventually during this 6 days challenge. And then how do we actually select the right audience? I'll give you several audience targeting techniques as and when I set up the campaign, I will show you how. And then of course, we will go through some design and copywriting sessions and how do you create a lead ad. Like I say, there are 4 types of lead generation methods that you can do using Facebook advertising. Lead generation, the native lead ad. And then we have this messenger, and we have WhatsApp, and we have landing page. So all these together, I will actually break it down to you how to use each and every one of them, right? It's really fun doing this together. And how to design your two-step funnel. And last, how to pick and scale the winning ad. So this is really a 6 days of live trainings coming together where we will actually, go through a lot of implementations fundamentally to help you multiply your ROI. You don't need to have big spending. You don't need to have big budget to do this. You only need to have a very small budget that we can actually go through and learn this together, you see. So for those who are interested, go to this link, tripupacademy.com/6DC, and I'll actually post it into the group, into the post right now. And if you have any questions, you can actually type in to me right now while I'm actually posting this to the chat. And remember, the challenge starts, the challenge starts on 7th of September. So if you really want to go through this thing with me, please sign up right now. And this is the link. So you take a look at this. And I look forward to see you in the challenge starting on the 7th of September. If you have any questions, you can actually post in right now. So like I said, this is going to be a very short one. I don't intend to do it a very long. I hope you get it. You have learned something very useful from here. At least you know why your brand awareness campaign isn't working, how to actually, use the reach objective correctly. So basically, this is it. This is what I have today. Remember to come back tomorrow at 3:30. And tomorrow, we're going to go through the second part of the, Facebook ads objective. What do we have here? the second part of the Facebook ads objective, let me call out the screen. Basically, like today we talk about awareness, right? We covered awareness. Tomorrow we're going to go in and to look at the considerations, basically, and then after that we'll have the conversion coming in. All right. Okay, we do have questions coming from Latif. Let me see. For location, is it better to choose big like Malaysia or target like Shalam, etc.? Well, I can't just give you the answer like that. I need to look at how is your campaign designed. Let's say, for example, if your creative is designed to actually go broad, then of course. And let's say, for example, if your business is really targeting by location, then you need to go into by location. I won't be able to answer your question like that. You need to give it more specific. Okay. However, I think you know what you're doing basically. I mean, we're talking about objective today anyway. So location-wise, targeting-wise is not something that we're actually discussing today. But thanks for your question, Latif. All right. I don't see other questions coming in. We have 7 people watching right now. Thanks for tuning in. It's a short one. If you missed the beginning, go back and watch the replay. If you think this is something that is useful, that may benefit your clients or your friends or your peers and all that, share this with them. And I look forward to see you in the 6-day challenge. Really, this is really something exciting that I wanted to go through this with you. And this is it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is it. Signing out. See you tomorrow. Bye.